Alright guys, welcome back. Let's try this again. Hopefully the audio is better this time. This is Season 20, War number 2. Try and scout out the path. And so for the first path 9, we got Gladiator Hulk, Dr. Doom, and Iceman. Iceman again is going to take the first 2 fights for the Incinerate and Poison nodes. Speed up the fights just to get this done faster, but nothing too crazy on the first one against Omega Red. Just make sure to stay away from his spores. So back off every couple seconds, go back in, punish him, and it's pretty straightforward here. The next one against Domino, we've got some interesting, it's the only major slip-up of this war. But it was a little weird. I slowed it down at some interesting spots, and we'll take a look at what actually happened there. So again, Iceman making good work of Omega Red. We did win our first war, kept us in Tier 2. This second war isn't finished yet, and it is a close one, so we'll see what happens. Next one is Domino. Heal up Iceman a little bit there, and jump into this one. Again, nothing exciting, and this is a stubborn war this time instead of flow. But she is not a #defender. So I do try to back off and try and get the intercepts when I can, and try to only evade her special one if I am not unlucky. So here, I got the parry, go in for the heavy. The timer on the parry must have just come out. My timing was off, and I take a special one to the face. I'm a little flustered at this point, but think I can continue. And then tragedy strikes again. I mistimed the evade and then get parried right afterwards again, and that was it. I was not thrilled about this one. Heal up Iceman and go back in again, and this time just play it safe the entire time. Don't try to go for any parries, and just stick with what we can. Yeah, just sticking with the dashback intercepts and much better spacing on evading the special one. There we go. That was much better. Now we jump. I think we still had Dr. Doom on the right side here on Encroaching Stun. So I like to go Doom against Doom. And here, just with Power Reserve, I can keep getting off specials. So even if I've got a couple specials that I just launch just to avoid the Encroaching Stun, not even if they do any damage, either he has the Indestructible or I'm just hitting into his block, but I just want to try and push myself to a special 2 and use that to do most of the damage. So here he's got the Indestructible, and I'm just going to launch the special into his block just to avoid the Encroaching Stun and continue pounding away. Same thing, just use it. Good timing there. Trying off as many of the special 2s. So felt much better about this one after the Domino fight. Next, we're going to jump back into the junior account with Dr. Octopus. Even on Stubborn, they've got Hyperions, Sim Supreme, Sorcerer Supreme. It's just going to Doc Ock destroys it. just keep him power locked the entire time and watch him go down. This is the first of 2 Hyperion fights. We've got one in the boss circle also, and we pretty much do the same thing. So, short work of Hyperion. Warlock, I could have gone with Doom because he's shock immune, but he has the node where if I use the special one and I nullify his armor up, he gains, I think, like attack from there. So I just stuck with Doc Ock. Doesn't rely on nullifying or anything like that. So I take a little bit of damage, but I can heal up afterwards for the other fights. But he, again, still does the job. One more heavy and it's done. Alright, next we had a Electro on this path, and I didn't really have any great choices for Electro, so I think I did boost up for Doom just to try and avoid any, because I was going to be taking damage no matter what. Again, trying to do damage from the special 2. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and finish this one off and just use special 2s and a bunch of heavies here, build up to special 2 and use the damage over time instead of the physical hits to get through this one. Okay, next up we've got Mr. Sinister. Now he's got the window of opportunity stun and one eye's open. So if you stun him, you take any damage that you do back, and you can't stun him or you're gonna get stunned. Now Gladiator Hulk has the heal block on the special 1, so I have to be selective of when I drop the special 1 and try and back off and not do too many hits while he is stunned. I do end up taking a little bit of damage at the end just from hitting him just to finish off the fight, but I think I was pretty satisfied with, being able to throw the heal block on, intermittently every time the stun is gone. So here I can go in again, back off, get the heal block on. Now, there are other champs I could have used instead, but I also had, I could have brought Warlock for this fight, but I also had the next one's a window opportunity stun at Dormammu. So I figured that this would be the best bet to get both of them in with one champ. So here at the end, I think I get some stuns in where I do a few hits and I take a little bit more damage. I didn't have to, but it's okay. Pretty happy with the strategy on this one. Now, I brought him specifically for this as well. Heal him up, go against Dormammu. Don't want to stun him, can pretty much go normal. And the face me is going to cover up anything I get from, if he starts putting the degen on me, the face me is going to be healing it back. I did have one issue here, but I survived, mainly because of face me. So, for the most part, everything's going as planned. And then here I back off and instinctively stun him by accident, we'll say. And so, luckily, there's the face me keeps me alive through that. And the only issue I had here was I go for the next special 1, and then all of a sudden I don't see the stun timer anymore. So I was worried to throw any parries that I might get stunned because it kind of disappeared, whether it's a visual glitch or not, but I just went with regular fights till the end just to avoid getting stunned in the face. Next we have this buff and balance Venom, and my video was a fight that I had previously in another war was actually showcased on Prof Hoff's channel. And this is basically the same fight as that one. He's going to be gaining power the entire time because he has more buffs than me, which basically means he's consistently going to be power locked from Doc Ock. So just build up to special 2s, drop them on, hit a heavy, get a ton of damage, and just continue to rinse and repeat. There are a couple times where he does get enough for at least a special, and he is defender, so I have to at least take a block, or try, even on the special ones, try not to evade it to trigger the indestructible, and works out pretty nice. Doc Ock doesn't need any power to get damage, just rely on the heavies. So if I can get up to a special 2, great. Even if I can't, I can just parry and heavy, and he's gone. Again, now we have Sorcerer Supreme. Again, another stubborn defender with kinetic transference, power from afar. She's going to be gaining power the entire time, which means Doc Ock is going to shut her down. Again, parry, heavy, consistent power lock, and the fight is over very fast. Don't have to worry about anything. Can stand back if I want. Just going to be power locked. And gone. 23 hits. Finished. And then our first boss circle fight is going to be the Hyperion on the left here. Again, Rage. I've got the Doc Ock is the class disadvantage, so he is not going to be getting he won't hit hard enough to get into the rage. I think only if I drop the special 2 do we get anything that we trigger 1 or 2 rage charges just on special 2s. Other than that, yeah, there's 1 rage, but I'm not gonna consistently put any rage charges on, so all the damage comes from direct damage, and I'm not, yeah, so even there the damage is not enough to trigger the rage. And he does gain some power, so I do have to evade some special ones, but then get right back into the parry heavy. Not as fast as the other one, but still goes down pretty nicely. Last, I have the Sorcerer Supreme. Again, improved power gain just means he's going to be gaining power, and I am going to shut it down. So even with Stubborn, all these power gain knows Doc Ock is just going to shred them. Now, this war was still going on at the time of me recording this, so hopefully we pull it out, but it was a very close war going into this one, and so we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you do, leave a comment, let me know what other content you'd like to see, and I will continue to make more war videos for the entire season if possible. And that finishes off Symbiote Supreme. Now, I wasn't planning on doing any more, but the thing here
was almost done. Now, you can only get power if you're putting a debuff on the opponent, so I threw an extra special 1 on there just in case. Didn't want to screw this up, get him to 15 stacks and finish him off. Then I got a chance to take down this Sasquatch with Brute Force and Gladiator Hulk. And again, a stubborn fight, so I did a few duels just to practice so that I wouldn't get stunned by that special 1. And just try to outlast him. It's hard to keep up the the combo when you're waiting for a special and he doesn't want to throw it, but I kept trying to have to take blocked hits just to get that indestructible off, and it was kind of pushing me to the limit here. I wasn't sure if I could get it. I think I got into a little bit of a nice groove at one point. Got a little nervous here at the end. Trying as best I can to solo. The pretty beefy rank 2 6-star Sasquatch. Was hoping for the healing at the end, didn't happen. Got the extra fury instead and needed one last little bit to get past him. 1% left to get the solo. Now, this was already going to be a loss, so I might as well get some practice on the boss. It is not. They don't typically take the. Like, I wasn't going to solo it, but had the plan to try and go in with Captain America and build to a special 3, which worked out okay, except that should have played around the protection. So on the first one, I don't think it works the same. Like, the strategy is fine, but didn't do so much damage on this one because the protection kicks in. And sometimes I can get I can, bait the heavy without triggering the indestructible, and sometimes you bait the heavy and it triggers every single time. So, not the greatest, but got a decent chunk off of this one. It's a lot of stuff going on a thing fight with Stubborn, trying to keep track of his rock stacks plus the indestructible. So he didn't throw the special, got stuck in the corner, and that was it. I've had success against Thing on his Stubborn Nose with Doom. Went back in with Doom. Here, just trying to play around his rock stacks and try and drop a special 2 and wait long enough that it actually does the damage before the indestructible kicks in. Timing worked out perfectly on that one. It's just taking so much block damage. Again, the rotation worked, just not strong enough. I think I get one more in, bring him down close to 35%, so pretty happy with this one. I think we had to chuck this one up in the loss column, but we haven't been in Tier 2 that often, so this was a nice change of pace to get some Tier 2 action at the beginning of the season, and hopefully we can keep up this pace and, finish in Platinum 3, pushing towards Platinum 2. So I get KO'd over here, and that is it. See you next time, guys.